The only way to protect yourself against any foreign invader is your health routine. Here is what you should do. There are over 50 to 100 new strands of the Rona that come out every year, most of which we don't identify, we never test for, we never even know they exist. Most of the testing now cannot even delineate between ones that have mutated, or ones that already existed before, or ones that we've never even seen before. This is just reality. You talk to anybody that knows anything about the ooze, I can't even say the words, right? Because they'll put some disclaimer in my video, and that's just nonsense. Ask any virologist or anybody that's studied any of this stuff, and they'll tell you the same thing. This idea that we can test for and find them and know what it is just malarkey. It's nonsense. It just doesn't work that way. So what you should do for yourself, your family, is you should be focused on your health routine. Some mask is not going to save you. This idea that we're going to flatten any curves is not going to save anybody. Personal immune systems that are in tip-top shape, because the holder of that immune system follows a healthy routine, is what we're going to do to prevent anything like this from ever taking over on a mass scale. It's going to prevent transmission. It's going to prevent stronger mutations of these things that are going to come out every single year forever. That's the only way we're going to be able to collectively fight back against nature that is threatening us. And we have a bunch of people that are not healthy, that don't take care of themselves, and then they want to go online and berate people for not wearing a mask. Can anybody not see the hypocrisy of that? If we instead had a bunch of healthy humans running around with healthy immune systems, this thing would have been stopped dead in its tracks. Or it would hop from person to person, making people feel tired a little bit, whatever, or seeing no symptoms at all, and we wouldn't have to shut down and ruin our economy as a result. Immune system for the individual is the most important thing. It is the only true defense that humanity has. I hope we come out of this with a bigger emphasis on personal health and the responsibility for personal health. I don't think there's anything wrong with shaming people from not eating McDonald's or processed food or drinking soda. It's just like with smoking. You see people that literally shame people for smoking. They tell them, can you please go away? I don't want to breathe your smoke. I do the same thing. I tend to give people nasty stares if they're smoking around me, especially if they're smoking in a place they're not supposed to, because I don't want that in my lungs. We could do the same thing for people eating the fake food. Either way, regardless of whether you think that's right, wrong, crossing the line, not crossing the line, if we keep giving up our privacy in the name of safety, we deserve neither freedom nor liberty, as Franklin said. So as the individual, it's your responsibility, it's all of our responsibility to take care of our health to the best of our ability. This is how you can do that. 1, get outside for 30 minutes a day in direct sunlight, ideally longer than that. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're stretching, maybe you're just hanging out. 2, cook 100% of your meals at home from real, raw, as close to nature as possible ingredients. Buy local if you can, support local farmers. Obviously, an animal-based approach is my preference, but no matter what, if you're eating food, make it real, make it quality. 3, sleep 8 hours a night. This is what it is, sleep 8 hours a night. 4, spend time with your friends and family. Be social, laugh, play, joke. Do not be afraid of your fellow humans because they might be some carrier or something. They already are carriers. We're all carriers. This is nature. And we haven't cared up to this point because nature does its thing. The immune system, for the most part, works and keeps people alive. Stop watching the news. Do not watch the news. Stop watching the news. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. It's media, corporate, political controlled propaganda with a business model that's designed to get you afraid. So you keep clicking and watching and commenting and whatever. Unplug from social media, at least daily, right? Or multiple times a day, or a week, or whatever. Go off the grid. You don't need to see every single thing that somebody decides is noteworthy or worth your attention. You don't have to. You're not going to miss anything, I promise. Focus on yourself, build something, learn something, practice a new language, a sport, a hobby, take up woodworking, knitting, scarf making, I don't know. Draw something, paint something, go outside, just sit there and meditate, listen to the birds. Be optimistic. Do not let fear and negativity ruin your worldview. That's what the news and a lot of social media feeds on and perpetuates. And then finally, number 9, don't be afraid. If you're afraid, if you're fearful, you have that negativity bias, it's going to actually weaken your immune system. It weakens your mindset. It weakens your worldview. You think the world's out to get you. It's all bad. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help your community. It doesn't help the world. Making decisions based on fear is always a bad idea. And so you want to be a healthy, optimistic human because that's the best way to live life. We didn't need a virus to tell us that. It was true then. It was true 100 years ago. It was true 10,000 years ago. It's going to be true in 100 years, 10,000 years. It's true today. Take ownership of your routine, of your life. That's the only way you can protect yourself and your family. Hey, Colin here. Got a freebie for you. Click on the button below to go to theancestralmind.com and download the 7 Principles of Living Wild. This is a short PDF that's got some of the main principles, such as real food, sleep, movement, and a couple more that are going to help you live more ancestrally in accordance with your genes.